Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, NCT Mork, Mr. Mork, has dropped his latest and possibly greatest little solo SM station project titled Golden Hour. Now, I've been trying to get a little bit more into NCT as since we started this whole channel thing. NCT Dream has kind of been like the first proper foray into NCT for me, having heard them live and all that. And of course, I've been new about Mark. But his solo stuff has really sent me on a musical adventure on its own, like every single time. Like, I remember Child last year set me on this emotional trip that I've never been on, like anything like it before. And it wasn't like sadness or anything, it was just like, I found emotions I didn't know existed during Child. And I'm kind of hoping that Golden Hour kind of gives me the same effect, because I am ready to be wowed. I'm ready to be amazed. I'm ready to be challenged. I'm ready to be surprised. I'm ready to be mentally stimulated. Kind of all the things going on mentally and like musically. I'm ready for it. So here we go. NCT Mak. Let's go. There's the major beats. Okay. Again, another song where finding the meter takes a bit of effort. I got a really big problem. I don't know how to make eggs, but that I do not stress, cause I've never been hungry. What an interesting concept. The song's really interesting though. Much like I expected, there's a lot going on. Yeah, there's a... That's not hygienic, Mark. There's this like inherent kind of like late 80s American rock scene sound mixed with like swing, with like a swing type beat. There's a lot going on. Okay. And then we're back into this. Excuse me, waiter. The occasional harmony we get is so interesting. Oh, now this is the biggest sound switch we've had so far. What the? Also, peep the heart or vocals one time. Oh, peep the head voice.
You know, we live in a world that constantly tries to take you away from you. Everyone's being everyone but themselves, here but not around. Wait, but what does that mean?
The marked head talk, I'm down. Oh my god. What on earth have I just listened to? Oh, and no SM artist stinger at the end. Yes! I hate the SM bois at the end of SM songs. Like, it drives me up a wall because it's always so much louder than the song itself. But when I said that Mark's like SM Station solo stuff takes me on a journey, I was not incorrect. Oh my gosh, that was a roller coaster and a half musically. Like there was so much going on. So many different sounds, so many different genres. I genuinely don't know where to start. Actually, I do know where I want to start. Well, is this like How to Basics' new favorite MV now? Because of all the egg smashing that happened within it? If you know, you know. If you know, you a real one. But, wow. It's like, this song kind of had like a rockified, like, Western sound. Western, not like Western Europe and like America, but like Western, like cowboy America Western vibes. Mixed with rock. But then there was like that really crunchy, like late 80s guitar type breakdown, and then the flow on top of it is all. It's like, it's a mash fusion of so many different little bits and pieces. I'm genuinely stumped as to how to break it down. Like we'll jump back to just a random spot in the first verse and talk about it, but yeah, and then all of a sudden, like in like the sudden musical silence, we get this really. It's not a standard harmony. What genre would this fit under? Like there's so many elements of this song that don't like fit under one genre label, and I think that's so interesting because it's very experimental by definition, but it's a strangely straightforward song. It's just each individual element is so complex that you can't really categorize them at all. But that harmony, it comes up out of nowhere. I got a really big problem. I don't know how to make eggs, but that I do not stress, cause I've never been hungry. Because then turn up the intensity of the guitar a little bit, drop out the bottom end. Again with the subtle harmony. That chorus drop is so interesting because it is an anti-drop by definition. But for some reason, I can't think of it and listen to it as an anti-drop. It's just like, it's the type of drop that I exactly expected with this song, and I think that's why. It's like, this song is kind of setting itself up for an anti-chorus, and they followed through with it. And I'm not the biggest fan of anti-drops usually. I like a big outlandish drop on a chorus. But with this, I can't see any other way this song would have dropped, and I really like it because of it. Because sometimes anti-drops feel out of place, or it's like, oh, but you wasted all the energy in the pre-chorus on the build-up. But with this, like, I almost don't want that chorus flourish in a way. I want the anti-drop in the song, and I'm glad we got it. But it's such a weird sensation because it's like completely going against how I normally perceive pop music like this, and I'm so confused. Why does this anti-drop work? Like the variance in the flow as well, that's important. And then this like hard rock breakdown happens. The flow of the song changes, or the flow, Mark's flow changes, the instrumental section changes, the pacing of the song changes, And it's just like it comes up out you. There's no preparation for this. Like unlike the chorus anti-drop, this little interlude here has absolutely no lead in whatsoever, and it smacks you in the face. And I'm kind of guessing that's the whole point of it, is to smack you in the face. It's like an impact statement or like a focal point within the song, but it just comes out of nowhere. And it's not really a sound that should be out of place, considering there is that kind of like rock element within the rest of the song. But this one is just a different level of rock intensity, and it's just like, whoa.
Ain't never enough. Snapping like branches, break time up, shaking them all, kill them all.
There's a very subtle percussion run in the transition, like a trap run, but that's it. And then we're back into the original beat, and the transition is so quick that you don't notice it until you get like a measure in. You're like, oh wait, the beat's back. Wild. So wild. This is probably like, there was that week in March where I was listening to Only One Of stuff. And I've always associated like Only One Of with really experimental composition styles. Like their composition styles are really out there and outlandish. But they make it work. I'm having very similar thoughts with Mark's solo stuff. It's like there's a hint of normalcy throughout the song, for sure. There's definitely the type of music you kind of like associate with Mark in a way, like Mark the artist, one of the rappers of NCT 127 and You and Dream and whatever else he ends up being thrown into in terms of like NCT subunits. But it's that same kind of like musical exploration feeling that I'm getting, and I really like that because it's something way out of the norm, and that's gonna make him stand out. And the fact that it does feel experimental almost gives it the feeling that it's not just like a sound team, but it's him experimenting with like types of music that he likes, and I think that's super cool. This entire song is just, what a project. I'm still lost on it. But in terms of like how much my brain had to work to try and understand it, I really enjoyed it. I love a good challenge, and this was a good challenge for me. But I very much enjoyed it. Hopefully you did as well. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy and want to see more, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog stuff over in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye-bye.